Trump met Pope Francis on the fifth day of his first foreign presidential trip, after visiting the cradles of Islam and Judaism. While their discussion will remain private, the president had a brief message for Francis as he left: "I won't forget what you said." After they emerged from their talks, Francis was grinning from ear to ear as he met other members of the first family. Mrs. Trump was dressed in black and wearing a black lace veil over her hair, and got her own handshake from Gaenswein. Ivanka Trump, too, wore a tulle veil. Her husband Jared Kushner joined the entourage along with Tillerson. The veil, or mantilla, is traditionally worn by women as a sign of respect when meeting the Pope. Trump's senior aide Hope Hicks wore one as well. Neither woman, however, wore a headscarf in Saudi Arabia over the weekend, despite the local custom of Muslim women wearing hijabs in public. Catholic women worldwide typically wore mantillas to church until the 1950s. "What do you give him to eat?" he asked Melania Trump in Italian, referring to the president's hulking size. "Potica? Potica." A delighted Melania responded, laughing. Potica is a Slovenian nut roll dessert. The Pope blessed a rosary in her hand before greeting Ivanka Trump and her husband Jared Kushner, along with Secretary of State Rex Tillerson and other U.S. officials. Melania followed the papal meeting with a visit to a Vatican-owned children's hospital. She told Francis, "I'm glad to visit the hospital for the bambinos." Ivanka's itinerary included meeting victims of human trafficking and host a roundtable with members of the community of Sant'Egidio, a social justice-oriented anti-poverty group affiliated with the Catholic Church. The Vatican praised Trump in a statement, saying that he and Francis spoke about their joint commitment in favor of life, and freedom of worship and conscience. But in a veiled slap at Trump's immigration policy, the Vatican added that the Pope would seek serene collaboration on healthcare, education and assistance to immigrants. "We had a fantastic meeting," Trump told reporters afterward. "He is something. It was an honor to be with the Pope." The president ignored a question about whether he and the pontiff had discussed global warming. The Trumps brought 2 gifts for the Pope, including a case of first-edition books by Reverend Martin Luther King, Jr. "I think you will enjoy them," he said. The president also gave him a bronze sculpture by Florida artist Jeffrey Smith, titled "Rising Above," in the shape of a flowering lotus. Francis reciprocated with a large medal crafted by a Roman artist, an image of an olive tree, a symbol of peace. The president also promised to read copies of 3 papal encyclicals that Francis gave him, one of which is his Laudato Si', a treatise about preserving the environment. The president's arrival was a pomp and circumstance affair,